Well, state FFA leaders spend the week in our nation's capital talking with lawmakers, updating their organization and preparing for the year ahead. Sarah Mock visits with members in Washington this morning.
FFA members from across the country are in Washington, D.C. this week, fighting for the future of agriculture at the State President's Conference for the national organization. We're here with Cole Ketterling, North Dakota State President. Cole, could you talk a little bit about why you guys are in town this week?
Yeah, definitely. This week we are in town. We're doing a little bit of different delegation stuff at our hotel, but we're also here this week, today specifically at Capitol Hill. We're encouraging some sponsorship and some senators to co-sponsor a piece of legislation that is coming up in the near future. So basically what we're doing is we're all going to meet with some of our local state representatives and senators, and we're going to encourage them to support our stance on the bill. So
I think that bill is about taxation for SAEs. Could you talk a little bit about specifically how it'll help FFA members?
Correct, yes. So basically what this bill does is it would let young FFA members or 4-H members that have entrepreneurship SAEs, which is a supervised agricultural experience, and what it would do is it would allow them to not to be taxed on the first $5,000 of income that they would receive. And this would be tremendous to FFA members across the country because it would help them get a better start in their SAE entrepreneurships, maybe help them earn some more money so they can go to college, or maybe help them start their business as they're already trying to start it at a young age.
Could you talk a little bit about your next steps in life?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll be attending North Dakota State University this fall for ag economics and accounting, and I hope eventually to transition back into my family farm.
It's a challenging time in North Dakota right now. Could you talk a little bit about just what's going on the farm and what farmers in North Dakota are talking about?
Absolutely. Right now we're facing a pretty widespread drought across a majority of the state of North Dakota, and it's kind of a harsh reality for many farmers and ranchers. They don't have much of a harvest. Basically since March, we've had cows leaving our local ranches for anywhere between 2,000 and 5,000 cows a week across the state are being shipped away because there's no grass out there for them. There's no hay supply. So we're definitely facing a few harsh realities right now, but our farmers are very resilient and they're doing the best they can, and hopefully they can bounce back in a few years. But it's just a sad realization because many of these farmers and ranchers have worked 5-10 years to build up their cow herds to where they are today, and now a lot of it is going to waste because they don't have the feed supply and the resources they need to sustain them. So.
Absolutely. Words of hope from a FFA member from North Dakota who is active in agriculture in his state. Again, Cole Ketterling joining us here at the State President's Conference. Thanks so much for joining us, Cole. We'll have more updates throughout the morning. Until then, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, top lawmakers from the House and Senate Ag committees, including Iowa's Joni Ernst and Texas' Mike Conaway, joined the Secretary of Agriculture and FFA members yesterday to sign a memorandum of understanding between the organization and the USDA. Well, meteorologist Tim Ross has your first check of the weather forecast at 10 past the hour.